Hey everybody, it's Dr. Doni here, and today I want to talk about stomach sleepers. Do you have a child who sleeps on their stomach, and are you seeing a pattern develop and you're wondering if that's good or not for them? So first of all, know that I'm not talking about little guys. Like my kid's 4, he's in every position all night, he moves all over the place. I'm not talking little guys. I'm talking about kind of older children, teenagers. Are you noticing a pattern where they're always lying on their stomach? Because when people start lying on their stomach, they'll always tend to turn their head one way, and it's typically the same side all the time. And the problem with that is that develops a pattern. So I know this personally because that was me. I was a stomach sleeper as a kid and teenager, really until I started chiropractic school, because I just didn't really know that it was an issue. And I was always sleep on my stomach with my head turned to the right. And what's interesting is even now as an adult, I still am tighter on the right side of my neck and a little more stretched and looser on the left because of that position. When I turn my head, everything's tightened on that side. But I did that for like 15, 20 years or whatever it is without knowing, and it created a pattern for me. So now, why is this important? Because down the road, this can create problems. Like you can get neck pain, back pain, you can get headaches, it can compromise your nervous system, it can affect your health in a lot of ways. So don't be like me, try and change this earlier in your life. So if you do have a child that is doing this, there's 3 things that I think you can do to encourage them to change. The first one is having them understand why it's important, because to them it's just cozy and comfortable. But if you can explain to them that they're setting themselves up for some trouble down the road, that can help them understand why, and it can motivate them to try and sleep in a different position when they can, right? At least when they're trying to fall asleep, try and be on their sides or their back. The second thing is you want to make sure they're comfortable. So they have a good quality pillow and a pillow that's the right size for them. Because if their pillow's too thin and they lie on their side, it's going to be uncomfortable, and then they're just tilting their neck, right? If they're sleeping on a pillow that's too thin, they're going to be tilting their neck, and that's just going to create another issue. So you got to make sure their pillow is thick enough and firm enough so that way when they lie on their side, their head is completely straight. So the pillow should be the thickness from the outside of your shoulder to your ear, allowing your head to be straight. And then the third thing is there is a trick that you can do so that way you don't turn onto your stomach in the middle of the night. Because they might say to you, like, how am I supposed to control it in the middle of the night? Well, this is the trick, and it's the only thing I've seen really work over the years, is grab a bunch of golf balls, get them an oversized t-shirt, and basically you're going to put the golf ball under their shirt. So I'm going to show you on my sleeve here, but you put it here, and then you put an elastic band. Okay, so imagine the golf ball was in there. But you do that on their stomach. So they have a bunch of golf balls on their stomach. So if in the middle of the night they go to roll on their tummy, it's going to be very uncomfortable for them. And in my experience with making an effort to try and fall asleep on your side or back and using this shirt, it can take anywhere from a month or 2 to change that pattern. Doesn't mean they don't have that need. Like even me to this day, I still am like, oh, it would be nice to lie on my stomach. But then when I do it, it doesn't feel good. So that urge might still be there, but it'll stop them from doing it. So I hope that this has been helpful, and please share this with your teenagers and your children, because it can be something that if they just make this change now, it'll set themselves up for a better future. Thanks so much for listening. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns about this, and I hope it helps. Take care. Bye.